Okay, so a common question is how do I import my existing tokens into Tyk and make them visible to our consumers and developers on the developer portal? So great question. Let me show you how easy it is to do that in Tyk. So here on the back end, on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see I'm logged in as administrator of the Tyk Developer Portal. I can see the back-end system here. So what we're going to do is we're going to manually create an app. Um, so we'll give it, some new app name, and then we'll select the user that we want to import these tokens for. And then we hit credential. We give it, this is admin's API token. And then we can say this is a Tyk-managed API or it's a custom credential. A Tyk-managed, it will be a Tyk-managed custom credential, as opposed to something that Tyk doesn't touch at all, like a client ID and secret that belong to some identity providers. But this is Tyk-managed. And then for authentication method, if we're going to select auth token, and then it says Tyk authentication token type. If we select standard, what Tyk is going to do here is it's going to generate an API token for this user. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to select custom. And what that allows us to do is use a custom key. And so here, we're going to use our custom key for admin, the name of this user that we're onboarding the token for. And then finally, we select the plan and the API products, one or more that we want to provide access to, and then we save the changes. Okay, so now that's been created, and on the dashboard side here for this developer, you can see they have their new application here. They can scroll down and they can view the token that's been imported, and now they can use that to access the API. They can see the various API products and the plan, so they can click into them and view the Open API specs or the GraphQL playgrounds, should they be a GraphQL API. But most importantly is they can use their basic protected API get. They can use their token to access the API. So you can see here, if I don't send the token, I'm going to get an auth failure, of course. But if I add um, our custom key for admin and fire that off, you can see we're able to access that API no problem. And if I go to the dashboard, you can see if I select the application, I can view my analytics, my API consumption rather for this application that has been imported. On the back end, of course, in Tyk's dashboard under the keys section, you can see that this is the token that we imported along with the various API products and plans that we subscribe them to. But we could also manage it here on the Tyk Developer Portal backend, and we can update the plan and the products. Now, most importantly, we know that everything we do through the UI with any Tyk um, component, we can also do with the API. So if you didn't want to manually import all your customers, because very likely you have a ton of them that you want to import, well then you can use the Tyk Developer Portal APIs, which are on our documentation, in order to import this exact workflow in an API, so you can script and import all of your credentials onto the Tyk Developer Portal. Thanks for watching.